Hello everyone, my name is Cheeny and today I will be telling a story about Alice in Wonderland. It was a warm day in summer. Alice was set in the sunshine and she was reading a book with her sister. The book was terribly boring and Alice began to feel sleepy. Suddenly, a small, white rabbit raced past. The rabbit was wearing clothes. He pulled a watch out of his pocket to check the time. He cried, "Oh dear! Oh no, I'm late!" The rabbit shook his head and then disappeared down a rabbit hole. Did I just saw a rabbit with clothes and was holding a watch? That was the strangest thing I've ever seen. Driven by curiosity, Alice followed the rabbit into the hole. She peered through the entrance of the hole, but she could no longer see the rabbit. Then, she squeezed her head and her shoulders and wriggled her body a little further. Suddenly, Alice felt like falling. For a long time, she tumbled down the rabbit hole. Finally, she landed with a bump in a long hallway which had a tiny door at the end of it. "Oh, I'm far too big to fit through such a little door," Alice said to herself. Nearby, on a three-legged table, Alice saw a bottle. The bottle had a label on it which read, "Drink me." Alice quickly drank from the bottle. She shrank until she was as small as a doll. She opened the door and quickly ran through it. "Oh, I'll never get back to the right size," said Alice. She began to look for help. While trying to look for help, Alice saw a cake. She was so hungry, she took a bite of the cake. Suddenly, she grew so big, her head hit a tree nearby. Ouch! Why am I suddenly so huge? Alice continued to eat the cake. She shrank, then grew bigger, and it happens over and over again. Soon, Alice met a green caterpillar who was sitting on top of a large mushroom. The caterpillar explained, "Well, I may be able to help if size is your only problem. One side of this mushroom will make you bigger, but the other side will make you smaller." Alice cut a piece from the left side of the mushroom and took a small bite. "Thank goodness I'm growing," she cried. "Which way should I go now?" puzzled Alice. "That path will lead you to the Mad Hatter's tea party," said a cat who was sitting on a tree. "Wow, you shocked me. I've never seen a cat smile like you before." Then Alice walked down the path. She came across a long table which had been set ready for a tea party. "How lovely! A tea party! There's no room for you!" shouted the Mad Hatter as Alice arrived. Alice ignored him and sat down anyway. She wanted to have a cup of tea with March Hare and Sleepy Little Mouse. After the tea party, Alice continued walking. She found herself in the middle of a field where the Queen of Hearts was playing croquet. "Have you ever played croquet?" asked the Queen of Hearts. "Yes," Alice answered. "But I've never used a flamingo or a hedgehog to do so." "You play with me and let me win, or I'll chop off your head," ordered the Queen of Hearts. Alice wasn't very good at croquet. "Off with her head!" the Queen cried. Suddenly, Alice felt like someone was touching her shoulders. "Wake up! You've been sleeping." "I had a strange dream," said Alice. Alice told her sister all about her adventure. Before long, Alice realized that she hadn't eaten for hours and she ran inside for something to eat. The moral message of this story is adaptability is the key to overcoming challenges. That's all from my storytelling of Alice in Wonderland. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.